Well, welcome back, folks. Many people out there are hard of hearing, and one of the most frustrating things can be when you're on the telephone with someone, whether it's an important call or from a loved one or a friend. When you can't hear them very well, everything gets frustrating between you and the person that you're trying to speak with. Well, we have a guest on today, Alle Rhames. She is, of course, from CapTel. They have been, advertising here for quite a while, and we thank you for that. With a device you talked about before, and
Yes.
First of all, welcome back. I think last
so
time
much.
you were here, you were with Rob.
Yes, I was.
I'm sorry I haven't learned to grow a beard yet.
Thank you for having me.
All right, nice to have you back. And you brought the CapTel phone here.
I did.
First of all, tell me about the company
Sure.
itself, how it got started, and
Sure. I'll tell you a little bit about the phone. It's been around for 10 years. Now, this is an updated model, obviously. There are two different models of the phone, so it's for everyone. There's one that works with internet and one that works without. So based on whatever you have in your home, we have a model that works for you. And going into that, we actually come in and do free installations so that you don't have to worry about plugging it in or anything like that. I have an entire team actually all over the United States that come in and will set the phone up for you and get it going, teach you how to use it, make you feel comfortable. It's really fantastic. It's the best product out there for anybody with hearing loss. The way that it works is it's an amplified telephone. It goes up to 40 decibels.
Okay.
And like most amplified phones, it's great. A louder sound makes everything better. However, amplification, like people know with their hearing aids, doesn't always fix things. It just makes things louder. That's why we've added on the screen of the phone, which will caption out everything the incoming caller is saying. So it captions and displays the words of what's being said to them, so that they can literally either read the entire conversation while listening or just refer to it when they need to. It's fantastic.
So it's really equivalent to somebody watching closed captioning on TV in that there probably is some hearing ability there, but because of having to use a hearing aid, they don't hear real clearly. You're watching your program and you see the closed captioning below.
Exactly.
And that's exactly what this does. And tell me, if somebody gets an incoming call, is the first part is a number going to display on here? Something going to be here? If they can't hear well, they can look over and say, hey, there's a call coming in.
Exactly. So the way I always first announce it to people is it's just like a regular telephone. It just looks a lot fancier, but it works and acts just like a regular phone. When the incoming caller comes in, it's going to show the number there, and it will show that it's ringing, and it also has an amplified ringer, which is 90 decibels, which is extremely loud. A lot of times people have problems with hearing the phone actually ring. And then when it comes in, you simply pick up, just like you would with a regular phone. It will automatically begin the captioning. A really neat thing about this phone as well is that it saves up to 500 lines so that you can actually go back and review the conversation once it's over.
Wow. Which
is huge, because we all know that when the doctor calls or when someone important calls, even a lunch date, if you forget when your lunch date is going to be, you say, gosh, I can't remember, I didn't write it down. You can go back and review that part of the conversation or the entire conversation, which is about 6 to 7 long conversations, the 500 lines. And it also has a built-in answering machine, because we all know how difficult it can be listening to our messages, cell phones, crackling messages. This will literally write out the messages for you, which is a huge part of what my clients need. They need to be able to see their messages written on the screen. And another thing that's really great is that there's a 24-hour, 7 days a week customer service button right here on the base of the phone. So if they need anything at any time, not only can they contact my team and our team members for help, but there's a button right here, and they'll get a live person here in America, right here in this country, that will help them out 100%. So it's just fantastic.
Now, does this work as closed captioning does? I mean, when you watch the news right now or one of our meetings, we actually have a captioner typing things out somewhere in the country. They can be across the country. Does that utilize this, or does it utilize voice recognition?
It's actually different. I love that you brought up that it works just like TV, except it's actually much more accurate. We all know captions on the TV can be a little bit confusing, because as someone's sitting there typing, it can get very frustrating and confusing. This actually uses voice recognition software,
Okay.
the most up-to-date software. It's 98% accurate, which is amazing. It actually live corrects itself so that you can see when there is a mistake there. It will live correct itself in a different color within about 2 seconds, 2 to 3 seconds, so that
Okay.
you actually get your real captions accurately there on the screen. The way that it works with the voice recognition, there is actually a caller assistant working with the voice recognition. That's what creates it and makes it that much more accurate. So it's not someone sitting there typing,
Right.
and it provides that accuracy for it.
Okay, this hooks up to your standard phone line, correct?
That's
or
correct.
you said also internet. Does that mean you would need it would go through your router?
Whether or not somebody has internet or not, which is why they want to get a hold of us, one of the people on our team, we can come in and set it up for you. It will connect to your regular phone line, so whatever they already have, they don't have to worry about what company you have, stays exactly the same. If you have internet, we'll connect it into your router, and you don't have to worry about any of that. We take care of it for you.
Okay.
If they don't have internet, we have a couple of different options that are available. There's one through the state program. That's a model that works just with a phone line and an electrical outlet.
Okay.
And actually, till the end of February, there's a really good program going on. It's a special where we can provide you with an internet hub so that you can use the phone with internet, even if you don't have it. And it's entirely at a reduced rate of $25 for both the phone and the internet hub. And that's until the end of February.
Okay.
But other than that, it's an entirely free service. And like I said, we have options for anybody with or without internet.
Yeah, and it's very easy to use as far as you can see here, quite large numbers. So even if you have a little bit of problems reading things, can the text be enlarged?
Exactly. It can be
Okay.
enlarged up to 4 different sizes, really large, almost 1.5 inches high in height. So it's
Okay.
extremely large. I have a lot of patients who actually have macular degeneration are still able to use it.
Okay,
Yeah.
and I can see on the back here you do have both the standard phone line and an Ethernet line. With
Yes,
the Ethernet, of course,
exactly. And not
will
to
go to your
scare anyone
router.
away, because that's part of what we do. We come in and do
Right.
the installation,
It's a
take care of
full service.
everything. Exactly. And it's free.
And as you said, there's a nominal charge for the phone itself,
There's
and then but the service is free.
The service is entirely free, so you pay your regular phone bill every month. There's no additional charges on your phone bill. It's under the Americans with Disabilities Act that it's actually able to be a free service.
Okay. All right, so what does somebody do? We have your number on the screen and your website there. And their first thing would be to call you up, and hopefully they can have at least somebody hear you in case they can't, because that could be an issue. And they set up an appointment, and one of your people come out, a rep comes out and shows them the phone.
Exactly.
And is there an obligation at that point? if
Not
they
at
look
all.
at
In
it?
fact,
Okay.
when we set up an appointment, it simply is a demonstration, and then they can decide there, okay, gosh, I like this phone and like to keep it, or no, I don't like it, but that doesn't usually happen.
Okay.
But they just want to call the company, say that they saw the Laguna Woods segment on TV, and they'd like to get an appointment with our outreach team.
Okay.
And then we'll go from there.
All right, well, very good. Well, folks, if any of you feel that this would be a great service for you, give them a call. The number's on the screen, 800-233-9130. And you said you're actually located up in LA area, am I right?
Our sales office is in LA, but we
Okay.
have representatives all over the entire country, and we service everywhere in California. We have wonderful outreach reps that will go to wherever you are. If you have somebody that's here in Laguna Woods, we have people that come here.
Okay.
If you have a mother that's in Ohio, we have somebody that can go there.
All right, and we'll give Allie a call, or whomever might. Can they ask for you?
They can ask for me, and they'll get in
Okay.
touch with me. Yep.
All right, well, very good. Again, a great service that I think a lot of you people could probably use, and it would be a great benefit, and has a lot of good features. The fact that you can zoom in on the text, make the text a little bit larger. It rings at a very high level. So
Built-in answering machine.
It's an answering machine. It's got everything you want. So give them a call. Again, the number's on the screen, as well as their website. Allie, thank you very much.
Thank you so
for
much. I
coming
really
on.
appreciate it.
Good to see you
Good to see
again.
you too.
Folks, we'll be back in just a moment.
Hi, Grandma.
If you have trouble hearing on the phone, the CapTel Caption Telephone lets you stay in touch with the people who matter most.
I'd love to come over for dinner.
Great.
says to come over around 5.
CapTel works with a free phone service to show captions of everything your caller says. To learn more about the CapTel phone, call 1-866-990-4499 or go to our website. CapTel. Enjoy the phone again.
When you visit one of the great restaurants in South County, you expect impeccable customer service and an experience like no other. It's the same reason why more people are choosing South County Lexus to care for their car. Of course, we have the best professionals in the industry, the latest technology, and all the little details that you'd expect. But it's our entire team's commitment to perfection in caring for your Lexus that sets us apart from all others. We'll even give you a complimentary vehicle inspection. In South County, we never settle for second best. South County Lexus at Mission Viejo. Different, just like you.
Beautiful, isn't it? From San Diego to the Oregon border, California has over 840 miles of coastline. We have wide sandy beaches, most of it pristine and attractive. And we can keep it that way if we handle our waste and litter properly. Did you know that Americans throw away 2.5 million plastic bottles every hour? And although we are smoking fewer cigarettes, cigarette butts continue to be the most commonly discarded litter. Cigarette filters are a threat to our wildlife, which can ingest them. And they are a threat to our environment in terms of fire. Discarded toxin-filled cigarette butts work their way to our waterways, primarily via our storm drains. Our storm drains capture runoff and channel it to our creeks and streams, and eventually, the water reaches the ocean. If you smoke, consider where your cigarette butts eventually wind up. Please don't discard them improperly. Working together, we can keep our coast safe and attractive for all.